I had that match won countless times last week. How many times, Matt? How many times do you have to keep putting me in situations like this? I feel like you get off on seeing me constantly fight the odds just to get what is rightfully mine. I'm sick of it, I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of CME.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from Joe Crusoe. Now, I don't understand what his problem with me is, as he is the only one he should be blaming. I'm kind of getting sick of Joe Crusoe. Another man who's getting sick of Joe Crusoe is Meyers Posey. Meyers Posey has something he would like to say to Joe. Here it is right now.
You know, Joe, I don't say too much around here, but I gotta speak my mind. You've gotten chance after goddamn chance, and Joe blown every single one of them. Meanwhile, I've been busting my ass since day one to scratch and claw my way to where I am now, and I don't expect a single thing to be handed to me. So yeah, guys like you piss me off. So if you want a shot, Joe, take your best one.
Now, if any of you have been watching for a long time, you'll understand that Meyers Posey doesn't say much. That was the first time he's ever requested an interview and the first time he's ever given an interview. And we're going to have Meyers versus Joe in our main event tonight, which is something I can't wait for, but something I can wait for and hopefully will is... I'm sorry, people. Who gave him that belt? Did you all green light this? You better get out of here before I fucking fire you. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to take a step out to get some fresh air, but what the hell is going on here? I took that belt from around his waist last week in a steel cage. You know what? I had nightmares about this all week long, that belt was not real, because I buried it in the back of my closet. I haven't seen it since. There's no way. That's not the same belt. That's a different goddamn belt. Aiden, you better snap this man's neck in the four-leaf clover. I swear to God. Okay, I gotta take a breather. Here we go. We gotta cover. This match is over already. 1, 2... Otto's tiny hands grabbed the bottom rope. Are you kidding me? All right, breathe. We got a hell of a show. By the way, you might be noticing, the absence of Tucker. Beautiful senton from the top rope by Aiden. Tucker's not here tonight. I guess he decided not to show up for work. I don't quite understand what's happening with him. Nice leg drop. I think he might have hurt himself there, but good leg connection by Aiden O'Brien. Tucker's not here, but the show must go on, and what a show we have for you besides this piece of crap, Otto. But I can't talk straight because I'm just so flustered with what I just seen. Tonight's main event, Joe Crusoe versus Meyers Posey. Not only that, we have another main event caliber match in the works tonight. Television Championship on the line. Ivan Yakov versus Pierce. It would main event any other show if I'm to channel my inner Gorilla Monsoon. But that's also tonight. We got a doozy for you. Tucker's missing out. But you people watching, you're not missing anything. You're going to keep the action locked here, hopefully. Do not let this bald man in red sway you to change the channel, turn the computer off, whatever you're going to do. Because this one's not going to last too long. I know Otto. I fought Otto, actually. And he's absolutely horrible. Aiden O'Brien's got him now. Got him in a headlock now, just elbowing him on the top of his head. Otto fact of the week. We're going to bring you some Otto facts. Tucker read some for you last week. But this week, Otto's fact is that he once arm wrestled a no-arm child and still lost, which is pretty accurate because Otto is a terrible human being. Otto's going to the top rope now. Hopefully the rope snaps and he cracks his head open. Or drop kicked off the top rope. Also a very desirable effect, and Aiden O'Brien goes for the cover. 1, 2, could have a 3. Nope. Otto manages to kick out somehow. I think he might have seen another piece of garbage in the crowd and just wanted to reach out for it because he seems to be drawn to it. Otto now is on the ground. Aiden's got him. Very nice. Stepping on the knee. Working on every body part that Otto has. It just brings joy to my life. Going for a camel clutch here. Oh, no. It looked like he was going to. Stomped on the lower back instead. Smart strategy by Aiden. Now, Aiden O'Brien had a lot of momentum going. It just seemed like he hit a wall. He fought Bryce Phoenix a couple of weeks ago. Gave Bryce a decent showing. You know, it was a world champ. So a decent showing is always good against the world champ. But Bryce beat him. Aiden O'Brien's going to be looking to come out strong with a win here. Get his momentum back. That's all he really needs. He had some good wins under his belt, and he's a hell of a competitor. I could see great things in the future for Aiden O'Brien, much like Meyers Posey, who proved himself to be worthy of that belief and that faith in the War of Attrition match. Meyers Posey, you know, he lost that Fatal 4-Way match last week. He was the one who got pinned. But you can't take anything away from him there. And I don't know how Otto just hit that move that he calls a sweetness. I don't know. There's nothing sweet about it. It's actually quite bitter to see it every single time it happens. Nice drop-down jawbreaker counter. Aiden, Irish whipping the German. Oh, catches him. Going for a scoop slam. Otto wriggles his way out of it like the snake that he is. And he clotheslines Aiden over the top rope. What the? It's Bizarro world over here. Stop with the snot, dude. Blow your nose before you get into the ring. Jesus. The ref's counting out, I believe, Aiden O'Brien. He should be counting Otto out just for existing. Oh, my God, no. Whoa, a leg drop from the bald man himself. Otto is, you know, he's doing something. He's not looking good. He never looks good. But he's got Aiden down, and Aiden's just struggling to get to his feet. This is something I did not expect. Oh, Aiden's getting up the stairs. Otto just... Are you kidding me, Otto? The ref was just counting him out. There was no reason for you to do that. You're the slimiest bastard in the company. You're the only one who would take a count-out win like that. He's got a chair. Good job. Put it down. The only decent thing you've ever done in your life. What are you doing? Now, this match is not for that piece of trash he wore around his waist, because I didn't know he had that. Nice, Aiden. There you go. Hit him in the head again with the chair. Come on. Beautiful. That's some smart ring awareness from Aiden O'Brien. Knew the ref wasn't looking. Took advantage of it. Very good. I applaud that. Aiden got him in the ring now. He's going to drag him to the middle of the ring. Go for the cover. I think you knocked him out cold with that chair shot. Otto hasn't even moved yet. Aiden's going for that cover now. Oh, no, wait a minute. He's going for the 4-leaf clover. Do what I told you, big buddy. I'll get a nice raise on your paycheck if you snap this man in half. Make him submit. Look at it. Stretching Otto out in the 4-leaf clover. No one gets out of this. No one can survive the 4-leaf clover. He let go. Otto didn't tap out. Well, he's hooking the leg now. Can he get a pin? 1, 2, and a 3 count. Okay, I'll take the pin, I guess. I don't know why Otto didn't tap out or Aiden let go. But, you know, let's just accept what it is. Otto lost again. Okay, Aiden O'Brien back on track. It seems like Otto is the perfect competitor to face when you're on a bit of a losing streak, on a bit of a downturn. Face Otto. You're guaranteed to get out of it. So the man loses again. I'm going to have to do some investigating into who allowed this man to walk out with another imposter championship, or what it even is, because I don't know. I'm just really fed up. I'm not happy with what I just saw. So it's not setting a good precedent for the night when I have to do this by myself, and also when Otto comes out and makes my life a living hell. But I think we're going to get better. I think we're going to get better, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for my abrasive commentary. It's only with this man. I guarantee you things will get better. And Aiden O'Brien, things will get better for you, buddy. Look up, chin up. You just got a big win. What the hell? Palmer Cannon? He has no business out here. Now, Aiden O'Brien necessarily didn't wrestle the hardest match of his life, but he certainly wrestled a decently sized 8-minute match against Otto, took some shots. There's no reason for Palmer Cannon to come up from behind on this man. Oh, my God. You know, first I had to worry about Jowell doing this. Then I had to worry about the Order always doing this. Jowell apparently has stopped. I haven't seen him do anything since, and he's going to be wrestling next. But why does the Order continue to do this? And not just the Order, or excuse me, not everybody else, but particularly Palmer Cannon. The man seems to enjoy doing this to everyone. Aiden tries to get that chair in his hand. Palmer just clubbing him down again. This is insane, man. Something needs to be done about this group because they're out of control. Now, they lost the War of Attrition match. I understand the frustration, but Aiden O'Brien had absolutely nothing to do with your business. Just like Masahiro a couple months ago had nothing to do with your business. And Meyers Posey had nothing to do with your business. So I don't understand why they pick their targets or what their agenda is, but I'm getting kind of sick of it right now. So Bryce Phoenix, you know, if you have something to say to me or to anybody else, I advise you say it soon, because I'm going to make sure that we get an answer from you tonight on this show. I'm damn sick of it. And Palmer Cannon squeezing the life out of Aiden with a bear hug. Just the sickest bear hug that I've possibly ever seen anybody give. And he, oh no. He just straight knocked him out. Can we please get some help?
Yeah, the fucking Order lost in that fucking elimination match. But you keep asking me about it because you know it's gonna piss me off because you like seeing me mad. So you know what? Not gonna. You know what? All right, fuck. We'll get into it. Yeah, they lost their match, and yeah, I'm disappointed. And I punished them backstage, and I punished them pretty bad, and they're not gonna ever forget it. And that's that. And they're not gonna lose again. They better not lose again, because if they do, as far as Jackson goes, I've beaten him before, and I'm gonna beat him again at Freedom Bound. And he fucking sucks, and that's it. Now fuck off.
All right, I'd just like to apologize first and foremost for the language used by Bryce Phoenix. It's not becoming of anybody, let alone the world champion of this company. The man truly seems to be going off the deep end. That doesn't necessarily give me the answers that I wanted when it came to why he just sicked Palmer Cannon on Aiden O'Brien, and I can fully assume that he sicked him on him because I don't think the Order operate individually. I believe they all go through Bryce Phoenix, and I think we got a little taste of that in what he just said. But I am curious. I certainly am curious. He cut himself off before he said what would happen if they lose it again. So I don't know what's going on in this hierarchy that they have. I don't really want to know. But if it ruins my show consistently, then I'm going to get a little bit ticked off about it. So I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. I would just like to apologize for Bryce Phoenix's language. But first of all, or excuse me, not first of all, but we're continuing the show. It's a bit all over the place tonight. I'd like to apologize. Jowell and Luis, though, are going to have a chance at redemption against the former tag team champions, Air Force. Now, if you recall, only about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Air Force dominated Joe and Luis. It wasn't even close. I mean, they managed to survive. They hung in there a decent amount of time, but it was all Jacob Harper and it was all Tiburon. Now Jacob Harper and Tiburon are not the tag team champions, and you got to think that they're going to want to do the same thing, get some momentum back, and hopefully just keep the ball rolling with this tag team. They don't want it to get stagnant. They don't want to stay in the same place. They want to make their names known once again. So Joe and Luis, though, you know, I haven't talked to them in a while. I understand that I'm being petty. From what I understand with the chatter backstage, though, they're going to go after the tag team championships at Freedom Bound. Now, I will eventually get over this, I promise. I'll let Joel talk next week. How about that? He'll have a chance to speak his mind on Pulse next week before Freedom Bounds. But from what I understand, they're going after the Tag Team Championships. Now, that title shot is set in stone. They earned it when Jowell beat me at Revolutionary Warfare. I'll give him all the credit in the world. He beat me. And I honestly didn't see any other outcome, despite how confident I was. The man just flat out had it won. So he gets any title shot he wants. They're going to go after the Natural Perfection. They're going to need a tune-up because the last time we saw these two in tag action was against the Air Force. And Jacob Harper just out of nowhere with the somersault senton over the top rope. The man's quickness is uncanny. It's untouchable by almost anybody else in the company. Look at that. German suplex on the outside. Not the way Luis and Jowell wanted to start this one, but Jacob Harper is feeling good about it early. He's trying to get in the ring. Jacob tried to knock him off, it looked like. He's going to rebound on the ropes. Jowell knocks Tiburon off the apron. Nice dodge. Jacob just flailing his feet in the air. Catches Jowell. Doesn't matter. He hits a dropkick on Jacob. That was an impressive dropkick. I'll give him all the credit in the world. The man's dropkicks are some of the best I've ever seen. Nice enziguri by Jacob to get Jowell down. Stomping on his elbow now. Bit of an interesting strategy. You don't see Air Force usually pick apart body parts. Now scoop and slam. There it is. Jowell back first. He's not looking too good so far. Jacob kicking Luis in the face. This is a bit of an odd sign from Air Force now. Misses that enziguri this time, though. Jowell catches him. Very nice. An Olympic slam type maneuver. Getting Jacob on the ground. I think he's going to make a tag to Luis. Here he goes. Luis gets tagged in. See how he can fare against Jacob Harper. Running straight at him. Bulldogs Jacob into the ground. Oh, and he clotheslines Tiburon off the apron. Luis going for a cover. 1, 2. Jacob on the ropes. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to have to see the replay there, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Joel and Luis won. I clearly saw Jacob's foot on the rope. Let's see what happened. Let's get this camera shot. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, absolutely. His foot was draped across the rope before he even counted 2. Excuse me, sir. I'm going to have to get the name of that ref. I want him in my office after the show. Sorry, I just had to get some business done. This is an insane show. I don't know what's going on here tonight, but I guess this is the momentum Joel and Luis needed to go into that tag team title match, assuming that's the match that they're going to have. You know, I hope we can get things back on track with this next match. Television Championship on the line. It should be a good one. All right, everybody, let's refocus. Let's get our heads back in the game. I don't know what's in the water tonight. Tucker's food poisoning. I don't know if he's drinking the right kind of water. The refs are clearly blind. And Palmer Cannon's just beating people up. Otto's got fake titles. And we're still here for the long haul, so let's get things done. Ivan has been mightily impressive in CME for a long, long time. And if Tucker was here, he'd tell you the same thing. But Corporal Punishment has something he'd like to say to Ivan.
I have something now to get off my chest. I fought many people in this business, and some of them were truly great in the ring. But none of them have ever impressed me like Ivan. So I ask you this, Ivan. Let's unite as a team. I see potential and greatness in you. And of course, this team. With our combined power, we'll be unstoppable.
Now you just heard from Corporal Punishment. Bit of a different tone we've heard from him as of late. I mean, the man is usually angry about something, but Corporal Punishment this time is echoing my sentiments, Tucker's sentiments, the sentiments of the people here in the arena. Just listen to the cheers this man's getting. Also, Pierce coming out now. Listen to the cheers he's getting. This is going to be a clash of two fan favorites, but with two very different and distinct styles in the ring and attitudes, to be honest with you. Pierce has seen a bit of an attitude adjustment recently. Not necessarily the most pleasant one, but he's still a beloved figure in Crunchmill Revolution Wrestling, and he is your television champion. So this is going to be something I can't call, honestly. Pierce has been shown lately to be willing to do almost anything to not only keep that championship, but even before he had it, to just win matches. And Ivan has been an impressive force to be reckoned with. The man beat Palmer Cannon. The man took the champ Bryce Phoenix to the limits. He's taken Masahiro to the limit when he had the television championship. This is going to be Ivan's, I don't know if it's going to be his last run at a title for a while, but you heard Corporal Punishment. Corporal Punishment sees what we see in him. No matter what happens tonight, you got to think that offer is still on the table. So if Ivan cannot capture the television championship tonight, he's still got that offer from Corporal Punishment. I'm not sure if he's going to take it. We'll hear from Ivan next week. We'll get the news from Punishment, whatever, as the week goes on. But this is going to be Ivan's chance at singles gold. And you got to think he's going to come out like he's never come out before. And I'm talking about against everyone. Bryce Phoenix, Palmer Cannon. Nothing is going to stop this man, Ivan, from achieving his goal. He's impressed me so far. He's impressed Tucker so far. Let's see if he can do it. He has to go for it all here tonight. Here we go. Television championship on the line. This would main event any other building in America. This would sell out any other building in America or across the world. Now, you see Pierce looks like he was trying to stay as far away from Ivan as possible. Interesting strategy, but not necessarily a dumb one, because Ivan, once he gets his hands on you, as Pierce is slowly finding out now, it seems, nice suplex onto Pierce. There's no going anywhere once Ivan gets the strikes in. Oh, he dodges that clothesline, though. Nice move from Pierce. Oh, went for a nice springboard into a kick, but Ivan rolled out of the way, and now he's clubbing away at Pierce. Pierce manages to counter. Now he's going to start clubbing away at Ivan. Oh, very nice. Standing Hurricane Rana by Pierce. Going for an early cover. We know how this turns out. That's how it turns out all the time. Didn't even get a 1 count on the Big Russian. Misses the up and over neck breaker. Ivan up to his feet. Pierce up to his feet. Ivan tackling him to the ground. I think we're going to have a nice back and forth matchup if this is any indication. Nice elbow drop from the big man. When an elbow's coming at you from that high up, it's going to hurt no matter who you are. Oh, Pierce misses that knee strike into the corner. Ivan almost takes his head off. Pierce is going to roll out of the ring. Very intelligent move from the television champion. Oh, he avoided that axe handle, but he's getting clubbed into the corner anyway. Ivan's looking determined here tonight. What does he got here? Throwing him shoulder first into the ring post. Ivan hoists him up. Pierce pushes him away. Pierce is just trying to run, I think, but he bounces off the ropes into a clothesline. We got the punches. He's got him up against the ropes. Pierce is going to have to find something to change in his strategy soon. Just non-stop barrage of rights and lefts and knees and feet. Nice splash in the corner. He's got Pierce just absolutely out on his feet. What is Ivan calling for here? Oh, is he going for that pendulum swing this early? He hits it! Ivan hits it! This man's got to go for the cover. You could win the television championship. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh my God, I could taste it. I don't mean to be biased, ladies and gentlemen, but we have been seeing the progression of Ivan. I thought he had him there. Pierce showing incredible resilience to kick out. Well, he kicked out, but he's certainly not back in this. Oh, well, he gets to his feet. Now, Ivan is, I think he used up so much energy in that beatdown, he could barely get up. Pierce throws him in the corner. Now he hits that running knee strike into the corner. Misses the one, though, on Ivan's face. Here's a couple clotheslines. Pierce is feeling it again. He's got to get back in this, and he's doing it right now. Uh-oh, Ivan's in the corner again. Another knee strike to the gut. Kick to the gut now. Oh, Ivan's not in a good position. Oh, guillotine leg drop by the television champ. Nice tope into the ring. Pierce going for a cover. Let's see if he can get any progress. 1. Just a 1 count, but you know what? A 1 count is almost as good as a 3 count when it comes to facing Ivan. But Pierce is looking like he's spent now. These two have been giving it all in the early goings of this matchup. It seems like they've been fighting for 20 minutes the way they're carrying themselves. This has been a mile a minute, and I'm loving every single second of it. Not one person is sitting down. Uh-oh. Ivan's got something in mind on that top rope. Perches Pierce up there. What's he got here? He's getting him on his shoulders on the second rope. Rolling senton from the second rope. Impressive athleticism from Ivan. Now Ivan's hoisting him up. What does he got here? Uh-oh. Going for it again. No, Pierce countered. He dropped down to a reverse DDT. He's going for a cover. Hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count. How did we regress? Ivan managed to find something deep to kick out before 1. As much as I don't want to say it, Pierce hits a nice drop kick. As much as I don't want to say it, Pierce might have to break out that kick to the ring post. Oh no, he hits the brain buster. He's going for a cover. Could the brain buster have knocked Ivan out? 1. No, not even a 2 count. Pierce grabbing his head in complete exasperation, just like I did. Oh, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get out of this ring alive by the time these two are done. I don't see anybody losing this match. Pierce kicked out a pendulum swing. Ivan kicked out of the brain buster. Ivan's on the top rope, misses the axe handle, and gets a kick to the face. Oh, Pierce was going out to the apron to do something. Ivan goes out to follow him. Ivan goes underneath the springboard crossbody and manages to send Pierce crashing to the floor below. Pierce is slowly trying to crawl to his feet. Ivan's in the ring getting a much-needed rest. These are just 2 cars going on a head-on collision this whole time. Now Pierce realizes he doesn't have the high ground, and he's going to find it hard to get back in the ring. Although Ivan's going to have to let him in the ring because he's not going to be able to win this match on a countout. Oh, sending Pierce. Pierce tried to get in, but he got tackled right to the floor again. We're at a 7 count. Ivan's not going to let this one go any further because Pierce, I don't think it's in his character, but he could theoretically retain his title by just staying outside the ring. Ivan's not going to have it. Throws Pierce into the ring himself. Ivan's getting him up now. What does he have in mind here? He's got him on his shoulders again. Oh, another counter into a reverse DDT. I think he might have been going for that White Russian. We haven't seen that in this match so far. Pierce running the ropes just to stomp him in the chest. Now Pierce going to the top rope. We've seen him do some flying before. Double foot stomp to the gut. That's one way to keep him down. He's going to the top again. Has he got the same thing in mind? Oh, the knees to the gut this time. Arguably even worse. Now he's hooking the leg. Are you kidding me? Not even a 1. Pierce just, he's got to be thinking what he has to do to keep this man down. For a 2, let alone a 3. Nice series of strikes from Pierce. He's kicking him right in the back of the knee. That's going to chop that big redwood down. He does it. Ivan's grabbing that leg, which is not a good sign for the big man. He's going to have to find a way to avoid whatever's coming here. He can't. Double foot stomp again. Pierce is not letting up. I mean, he is surely, look at the way he's getting up there. He's surely tiring himself out. But, I was going to say, if it all pays off, it's all fine. But he misses the knees. But somehow Ivan cannot capitalize and gets hit with a springboard roundhouse by the champ. Looks like Pierce is even laughing about it. Yeah, I think Pierce has Ivan exactly where he wants him. But I wouldn't laugh too soon, champ. You haven't even gotten a 2 count. Ivan hits a nice elbow. Oh, and then punches him straight jab, knocks Pierce on his ass. Laugh about that, I guess Ivan says. Uh-oh, Ivan's got him on his shoulders. Can he hit it this time? He's going for that White Russian. There it is, the White Russian. He's going to go for cover, yes. 1, 2. Oh, Pierce somehow gets the shoulder up. These two are completely drained of whatever energy they had coming in, but you wouldn't think it, judging by these men's resilience. This is just going to come down to who wants it more, honestly. Oh, Pierce managed to avoid that corner stomp. Avoids the punch with a beautiful back kick counter. Uh-oh. Pulls him back into a clothesline. We've seen Pierce do that before. Going for the cover. I can't even picture this happening anymore. Like, how is this possible? He almost gets the taste knocked out of his mouth by a clothesline and kicks out at 0. Not even a 1 count. Oh, pulls Pierce back into his foot. Now, that's not a small foot, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to hurt no matter where it hits you. Right in the face. That's going to hurt more than almost anything except getting Otto. Now, strangely enough, Pierce tried to baseball slide Ivan. Ivan saw it coming. Got out of dodge, but not safe. Pierce trying to dump him out again. Oh, no, he's got Ivan caught. Going for a suplex. Impressive strength, especially at this stage of the game, by Pierce to suplex Ivan into the ring. Now he's going to hook the leg. 1. Just a 1 count. I'm waiting for that 2 count because I know it's got to be coming soon with the offense that Pierce is putting on the big man. Pierce counters Ivan's right hands. Irish whips Ivan completely out of the ring. Going for a springboard. Misses. Ivan sat up just to, I don't even know if he intended to avoid it, but he avoided it. Somehow Pierce is still on his feet, though, so it didn't do too much damage to him. Oh, Pierce, no. I know I said it might have been necessary earlier, but it doesn't mean I want to see it. I think he's thinking about it. Well, whatever indecisiveness Pierce had might be gone now. He's going for it, and I really don't want to watch this. Oh my God. Yeah, I turned away from my monitor, but just hearing the crack of his skull is bad enough, and he's dragging Ivan's limp body. The ref's counting him out. I don't think Pierce wants to win this one by countout, though. Oh, come on. You did enough to his head. That kicks him in the head again. Just pin the man, Pierce. If you're willing to do something like that to another human being, by all means, just get the win. You deserve it at that point. He's hooking the leg. No way! No way! How is he even sitting up at this point? Ivan kicked out before a 1 count. And he does a double axe handle, knocking Pierce straight on his back. I'm completely in shock. And I understand these two are going back and forth here. Ivan punching him right in the mouth at this point. That's what this has devolved into. You know, if I was Ivan, I'd be pissed too. Oh, but Pierce with a kitchen sink. I'm completely out of breath calling this thing. The breath has been drawn from my lungs after that. I don't know what to say anymore. Oh no, the brain buster. That's gotta be it. Surely. You hit a brain buster earlier in the match. You crack the man's skull into the stairs, and then you drop him on his head again. Just hook the leg, get the 3, go home. 1, 2. Oh my God, Ivan! This man wants that championship. And Pierce, I don't know if he can even help but laugh at this point because that's all he could do. Ivan clubs him in the back. Oh, Pierce went running at him. Ivan gets him down, hooks the leg, got his arms pinned. 1, 2. That's a 3. Ivan's done it. He's finally won the big one. Say hello to your new CME Television Champion, and God damn it, Ivan, you deserve it. Not only for this performance, but for every performance you've stepped in the ring. I'm damn proud of you, son. Oh my God. We just saw pure spirit and will in that ring. And you know what? Take nothing away from Pierce. The man kicked out of a hell of an onslaught, too. And he was willing to do some dastardly things to a man who didn't deserve it. But Ivan somehow stayed in this till the bitter end. And you know what, Pierce? He just got caught off guard. He got caught in a roll-up. That's all that it is. What a performance. And this is right after he cracked his head into the steel ring post, which I thought was surely it. I'm pretty sure everyone thought was it. Didn't even get a count. This is the end of the match. Look at this. The ref was even caught off guard. He still got the 3 count. Pierce, you'll get him next time, buddy, but right now, Ivan's got that championship. He is your television champion, and I don't think anybody deserves it more than him. I'm damn happy for him. And God damn it, I wish this was the main event. But we got another huge match coming up next. Celebrate your title win, Ivan. You deserve it. Meyers Posey, Joe Crusoe. This one could get out of hand very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Joe Crusoe, Meyers Posey. This is going to be something special, judging by the words they shared earlier. After this match, Jackson Montgomery is going to have a word to let everybody know his updated status on it. Joe, come on. I don't know why I'm even surprised at this point. We talked about Bryce Phoenix going off the deep end earlier. Joe Crusoe has been off the deep end since I can even remember. Meyers is not going to take this one lying down. But Joe stuck his boot up and kicked him in the face. Get in the ring. There you go. Let's start this thing off legit. I don't know why you had to sucker punch the guy from behind. Oh, Meyers is going for a chair. He's not interested in starting this one in the ring. Joe kicks him in the face. The chair goes flying. I think he just gave Joe one of his best weapons. Oh, God. I thought we were done with this after Palmer Cannon earlier, but clearly Joe Crusoe is no better than the Order. Honestly. Meyers God, come on. After riding so high in his War of Attrition win and after having a hell of a showing in the Fatal 4-Way, you know what? Both guys had a hell of a showing. This is completely unnecessary. Oh my God, he kicks him again. Ref, you gotta stop this. This isn't a match. All right, well, let's go to Jackson. Jackson's got something to say.
First off, I give my props to the other 3 in last week's Fatal 4-Way match. But I earned my rematch for the World Championship, and it feels damn good to be back. After what happened to me in the War of Attrition, you'd best believe I'm looking to bounce back to prove myself once again. As a matter of fact, each and every time I go out in that ring, there's another opportunity to prove to myself, to prove to all these people that I still am the man. So with no pressure from anyone but myself, I have a stipulation I want to add to this title match. Sort of a self-challenge, if you will. If I cannot beat Bryce for the title, I'm going to go back to the drawing board, and I'm not going to fight for the championship for another year. I promise you that. But I have another promise, and that's it's not going to come to that. I won't let it come to that because I'm hungrier, I'm meaner, and I'm better than I've ever been. Bryce, you're going to find that out the hard way.